Hello everyone, Danny here with another episode of Arcade Friday. Thank you for tuning in. If you are familiar with this game, leave a comment down below and tell me what your experience was with this. My history is, if you've read the description, is I first played this game at a grocery store in the middle of nowhere, mind you, called Safeway. And Safeway isn't like a small-time grocery store, not like a ma and pa kind of thing. So if you're not familiar, Safeway is a nationwide grocery store brand, much like that of Kroger. And they do have other grocery stores that they've encompassed. I believe Safeway owns Albertsons. Just like Kroger owns QFC and Fred Meyer, as well as having their own store called Kroger. But yes, and in the middle of nowhere, it was a city called Four Corners, which isn't really a city, it's just kind of what the location was called, because it was in between, it was like an intersection of four different cities, hence the name Four Corners. I never understood the story, and I still don't. Like, you just go back in time to fight. It says ancient times, but now we're in the World Wars. Wow, right off the gate, just dead. I'm going to be going through a lot of continues because I'm really not good at this game. This controls as a twin stick. Oh, getting back to the story. Yeah, so it was called Four Corners because it was in between four cities. Black Diamond, which was like a small mining town. And then you had Maple Valley, which was a city I lived in. Wow, it just auto-scrolled me into those bullets. Wow, that was cool. I don't like that they can shoot over those humps, but I guess I can if I get close enough. I don't know, some of them it wouldn't let me shoot. Yeah, like right there, that's stupid. Huh, alright. I don't like that it does that too, just you can scroll up a little bit, but then sometimes, like right there, it just scrolled up a couple steps. So anyway, yeah, I was in the middle of, four cities that were kind of nowhere at the time. Not quite, but yeah, you had Covington, which was probably the bigger of the four, but Black Diamond was like a mining city where my grandparents lived. And then had Hobart. That was like a small town in between cities. But yeah, and then you had Maple Valley where I lived, and then Covington, where a lot of my friends lived, and I grew up there a little bit, or lived there anyway, for a little bit. Oh, they're just shooting it up. I don't like that this guy doesn't have very good shooting range, or, you know, the gun that you get. I feel a lot of the deaths are because I can't kill them, but their range supersedes mine at times. Sometimes the bullets stop like just short. Alright, this guy is really taking forever to die. Really irritating boss, but yeah, you just do that. So this was the first game I ever played in the arcade that it wasn't a twin stick shooter, so for the PlayStation, yeah, it helps to treat it as a twin stick because the joystick knob rotated, and that's how you turn direction to shoot. It's kind of interesting concept, really, and then I saw other games start implementing that. Oh boy. It's getting real tight over there. And then this is like a time warp. What's funny is it says this is like ancient times. I'm gonna be honest with you, looking at this, it's like some of these guys are using technologies that didn't exist. But then again, you know, you're a soldier who've gone back in time, so you have to suspend a lot of you have to suspend belief, I should say. I also find it funny that there's a lot of these guys that actually look like commandos, and then you get dudes that look like street toughs in the game, like this guy in the blue tank top. He does not look like an actual soldier. I don't get this. Okay, well, finally he's dead. Like, how am I on top of this building? Like, what's the point of elevation in this game if you can, like, just walk on top of the building like that? Like, look at this. What's that about? It's bad programming, that's what it is. I can see why this game didn't do too good in the arcades. It's got a great concept to it, but just the gameplay is terrible. Like, how'd this guy get up there? You know, again, elevation that doesn't mean anything in that. Like, physics mean nothing in this game. I mean, look at that bullet. It's completely horizontal. Well, yeah, it's horizontal, and yet it's traveling diagonally. One of the things that cracks me up is your death scream. Like, he's really intense with the death. Oh boy. Yeah, look at these bullets. I don't know what I was hung up on in the corner, but it would not let me move. And again, there's that auto scroll that it does. I don't get what this P is for, the power up. But like, some of the stuff you collect, I don't know what it does. It makes no sense. Like, there are parts that look like they're for a gun. Yeah, that's how missiles fly. They point straight but go diagonally. You know, because physics don't apply here. I like some of the graphic effects, like how when that blew up it just kind of crushed or imploded into itself as it's exploding. So I'm supposed to save other people, I guess, in this game, and I don't know, I haven't seen hide nor hair of anybody that needs the rescuing. It's like slow enough you see it coming, and this guy needs to die, thank you. And then you can just bounce out the level at any time whenever you see one of these, so if you're just sick of it. But I don't get how the game works, how you beat the game. I've never understood that when I bought this copy, I should say. I haven't... Why am I hung up on this frickin' rock? Now I can just pass through it? Nope, then I got hung up on it again. Like, these are BS mechanics. And no, I'm not trying to go into the time portal. I'm trying to get it past so I can see what else is in the Like, usually in the arcade, you would just take the time portal out. I've never seen what lies ahead in the end of the first level. Mostly because I just get frustrated with the gameplay. Again, like, what's the point of elevation if it doesn't exist in the game? And again, the range is just killing me. Okay, so there is some kind of elevation taken into account. Yeah, these guys look more suited. The guys with the blue tank tops, they look more suited for a game like Double Dragon, not for this. That guy up top, like, this is stupid. How come they can shoot over the walls, but I can't? And then, obviously, this was designed to eat quarters, because there just isn't a realistic situation, or a realistic solution to that scenario right there, that obstacle. Okay, so that guy's gonna forever be up there sniping me. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about that. Again, what did that do for me? Like, it looks like it's supposed to be a special weapon, same with the rockets, but alas, I'm not shooting rockets out. I don't know what blew up there, but that was stupid. And then they can shoot through solid matter, and I can't. Just like they can shoot over solid matter, but I can't. Yeah, clearly, quarter-eating game. This was not designed for fun. Like, this isn't a fun game. But I'm playing it because this is a game that I played in the arcade. I don't have too many games on here that I've actually played in the arcade, save for, like, a bunch of the Capcom games. I did like a lot of what Capcom did in the arcade. Wow. I did get a chance to play. I had a friend in growing up in I want to say, yeah, I made friends with him in 5th grade. And him and I got into video games. I was more of a Nintendo guy, and his parents got him Sega. So I had a friend that had this on the Master System, and I believe I was in junior high when I played it for the Master System. So I didn't hang out with that guy once we hit high school. He kind of changed. Kind of turned into I don't know what you would call it, maybe a neo-Nazi, which was a shame because, you know, this was a friend of mine and now I can't be friends with him because he's a racist bastard. So I ended up not being friends with him anymore. He stopped listening to heavy metal. He was who got me into bands like Iron Maiden and like Metallica, and then I made friends with a different guy that got me into like some really good metal bands like Megadeth. Oh yeah, love Megadeth. And Testament, another band that I really enjoy still to this day. And he also got me into Dio. But the other friend got me into Dio too. He let me borrow, I want to say, Sacred Heart? The racist guy, or the guy that became a racist, I should say. Dude, this is a stupid-ass game. SNK, no wonder why your games didn't do too good in the arcades. Like, they suck. Especially, this game is just ridiculous. A little play testing goes a long way, and you know, I don't care if you're trying to make money off of these games with a difficulty. If you make a game too difficult, no one's going to want to play it. And this game has a lot of problems. Uh-oh. We just souped up like in Altered Beast. Oh, so the level kind of repeats. So you just get... I thought I was supposed to save somebody here. So being like... Okay, so I got Rambo tits going. As what a friend of mine used to call it, where you know, you're just invincible, I guess. You just can't be killed. No matter how many people shooting at you. That's what Rambo tits means. Alright, I'm gonna go through the quote-unquote primitive age. Oh, it says that guy's in the primitive age, and then it loads you into the World Wars. Okay, I get it. So, now I get to fight cavemen and dinosaurs. You know, both which really didn't exist together, and wow, this is stupid. I can't even kill those guys unless I suicide, you know, bomber them. Wow. I didn't know Triceratops were able to fire horns, and that they were that small. My understanding of dinosaurs is that they're a lot bigger. Wow. Like many times bigger than the human. Wow. These things too? Aren't these supposed to be underwater animals, not surface creatures? Is that a trilobite or something like that? Trilobite? I don't know how you pronounce it. Dang, these cavemen just really... They're more lethal than the guys with guns. Yeah, I don't know how much longer of this I'm gonna be able to put up with, because I don't enjoy games like this where they're just hard to be hard, you know, and yeah, this is just a ridiculous game. This isn't a very good game, so I don't make it a habit of playing games that aren't very good. But yeah, going back, yeah, well, my friend, the guy that was my friend at the time, he had this on the Master System. It played a lot different since you're using directional pad. And so every time you hit a direction, okay, you just touch the guys and you die too. That's really stupid, but it's also old school. What is this? An armadillo that shoots spikes? Wow. I don't know, that's about on par for a prehistoric mammal size, I guess. I don't think it's supposed to be a mammal, though. I don't think it's really an armadillo, it's just balls up like an armadillo. Golly, this is just a terrible boss fight. Wow! Just moves so slow, I couldn't even get out of the way of that. I can imagine, too, maintaining that joystick that had the turning function be a lot more difficult than if it were an actual twin stick controls. And what's ironic too was when I first went to that Safeway, they originally had, what was it? I want to say it was, whoa, there's another dinosaur. All right. A fire-breathing T-Rex, I guess. And it's not taking any damage. Oh, I have to shoot the head. Wow. Alright, well, with this bad range, and just bad gameplay overall, I have a hard time hitting this guy. At least I can shoot the shots out of the way. Why is it called a D scanner? What are we scanning here? I thought we were looking for prisoners, not, you know. Alright, this guy's being total cheese now. Yeah, they had a twin stick game. It was Karate Champ. That was a fun game. And then I think later on they switched out the cabinet for Moon Patrol, and oh my goodness, I loved Moon Patrol. Wasn't very good at it, but ended up playing an old Apple version, the monochrome version with the green and black screen in junior high. They had a floppy disk of the game, and so, wow, just didn't even get any iframes. I just started off dead. I can see how this cabinet could make a lot of money if you were really intent on beating the boss. Wow, all of that just for that. The effects are alright. Graphically, yeah, it's not bad, but yeah, this is just a terrible game. And honestly, I bought the SNK collection because this game was on there. I thought it was in ancient Rome. We're still fighting cavemen and dinosaur or prehistoric animals. Yeah, and dinosaurs now. The shots are awful too. Like, it's taking multiple bullets to take out an enemy. Like, that's terrible. What's this? I don't know what that did. Oh, it's a speed up. Like, there's just so much on the screen compacted at once. Like, how do you beat this game without dying once? You know, it's just ridiculous. And this guy won't go away, so, until I kill him, so... Would you die already? Jeez Louise. That was pure luck that I avoided all those spikes for that long. I don't know, maybe the hitbox is off so that it just passed through me. Dang. Just recycled boss mechanics too, you know? Large target. Fairly mobile, goes in like a predictable... Is this supposed to look like a skull? It kind of does. There's the little nose hole. And I don't know what the point is of having multiple, like, time... Oh, so we've restarted the zone. I guess I should have taken that as my exit out. Yeah, you see how stupid that is? Like, I can't shoot these two at all. I have to screen them out. Wow. Why are my shots stopping just short of this guy? This is stupid. This is really bad. SNK, if you're watching, fix your damn game, please. You need to update patch this crap. For real. Like, look at this. It's frickin' ridiculous. That shot came out so fast I couldn't do anything about it. And then, yeah, when I was shooting him, like, from here, nothing hit it. Come on. I feel like this is the only way to progress into this game. Is you just gotta force scroll it forward. Because you're not killing everything. You're really not. You're literally just getting smoked by every little thing. And it's stupid how poorly this game is done. Like, why did it take that long to blow up the fence? I mean, I was shooting it pretty consistent. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight this clown again. Again, mobile. Shoots in a spread pattern. Alright, I don't need that distraction. Like, that should have been gotten rid of automatically. Like, that, again, bad programming. Extremely bad programming. What is going on? I feel like the more you loop the board, or, you know, the level, the more they put just different enemies. Okay, so now I'm going to the Age of Rome. See, I don't get why it doesn't just automatically take you there. You have to fight through your previously conquered area. And of course, their primitive technology is still going to be a match for my guns. My guns from the future, mind you. Oh, it scrolls this way now. Alright, you guys are screwed. You guys are in for the business now. How'd I run out? I guess it's just limp. I had like a full bar. I don't know what that bar up top is for. It's part of the D scanner? Like, why is it called D scanner? Like, shouldn't it be like POW or warrior scanner? I don't know. I can't even see where my guy is. I can't kill those guys because the screen has scrolled beyond what I could shoot at. Wow. I can't... How am I supposed to play this if I can't even see where my guy is half the time? And again, we're following the same kind of boss pattern. We're not reinventing the wheel here. Or innovating gameplay even within its own game. We're just gonna stick with the same mechanics. Oh boy. Stay away from it when that gets bigger. Okay, this is kind of an easy boss. I guess I could have avoided that if I went this way, but again, I have all this stupid stuff hanging me up on the screen. It's just ridiculous. How many hits does this guy take? We're getting out of hand here. Easy. It's probably the best to shoot him from this side. But yeah, playing this on the Master System was interesting, to say the least. It wasn't much better than this. I remember us getting cheap-shotted to death a lot, and we didn't make it very far in the game. I'm only going as far because I can sit there and keep continuing. For the Master System, you had the 3 lives, like in this, but then you only had 3 continues. So by the time I'm back here again. This is ridiculous. Looks like those shots got bigger. Maybe I got some kind of a power-up? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Shot those guys. Well, at least they changed the map a little bit. It's not the same board or same map that I'm looking at over and over again. I'm saying board because in arcades they used to use boards before they advanced to scrolling maps. Golly. I never understood though this game, like why are there multiple time ports? I think they all take you to the same part, so why would you stay in the same map? Is the question. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, what were they thinking when they designed this game? Aside from hoping that it makes a lot of money, which it probably didn't, because I've only seen this game in the arcade once, or not in the arcade, but I've only seen the cabinet once, and that was at a Safeway, at a grocery store of all places. I mean, I've seen other games that were cool. Time Pilot was a cool one, and that was at the same Safeway. Then there was a different Safeway that had Gyrus. And that same Safeway had Arkanoid. That was one in Covington, though, so that one was one when we lived in Covington. No, we didn't live there. I don't remember why we were at that Safeway as much as we were. Probably because my dad had a job out that way at times, so like we'd end up over there. But they also had like a game called, a cabinet called Gladiator, and that was an interesting game too. Alright, I don't know how I'm supposed to, I guess you don't beat that, you just walk past it. But yeah, it was a weird game. Okay, I can't shoot these things either. Just get shot at. Nice. Again, quarter munching at its finest. God! There is no mercy with the BS in this game. I mean, again, I don't find it fair that elevation just it doesn't. The physics of elevation in this game are just improper. Wow. All right. Again, following that same boss pattern structure. Just more spread stuff, and you just gotta hopefully find the gaps in the shots. You know, it's like that old saying, same stuff, different day. Well, yeah, that's kind of what that boss was. Same boss, different skin. Going back to the World Wars. Alright, so... Maybe there is a reasoning for multiple time caps? Wow, alright. I thought I outranged that, but okay, I guess I didn't. This game is so stupid. Like, you should be forced to test your games out. Like, personally, if you programmed a game, you should be playing it yourself. And then asking yourself the question, would somebody pay money for this? I only paid money for this because of nostalgia. Because I remembered this game and I couldn't get it working on my RetroPie either. The RetroPie I had, like, you're using a Super Nintendo clone controller. Man, there are so many things you get hung up on. And then where the hell were my iframes right there? Where were my iframes? Like, they lasted for like 2 flickers and back to getting smoked. I should have had iframes a little bit longer. Those guys look like, the guys with the blue tank tops look like they should be throwing barrels at you, not shooting guns at you. But then again, that's from them looking like they belong in Double Dragon. Oh boy. Great. Jeez. Scaling is wrong too. I mean, how small of a person do you have to be to fly this helicopter? Again, we have to suspend belief in order to make this game work. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. I'm not enjoying this game. Especially with it being a really terrible game. I'm gonna hop in this. Well, I'm gonna attempt to hop in this. So was I supposed to stay there then? Dude, I'm back here. Like, no wonder why your game failed in the arcade, SNK. Like, nobody wants to play this crap. This is ridiculous. At least they did a good job of not flipping the sprites. They designed the sprite all the way around. That's probably what took up most of the programming time there, instead of, because they weren't using shortcuts. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, I don't know, who wants to sit there and play this till they've beaten it? I sure don't. Even with the unlimited lives, this isn't fun. Were I to rate this as a game that come out now, or even back then, like, say I worked at GamePro back in the late 80s, early 90s, I probably wouldn't rate this very good at all. Ooh. I'm surprised I can't walk down the side of those rocks, but you know, during the World Wars, I could walk off the top of a building no problem. I mean, that really doesn't make any kind of sense. Last time it let me just run by him. Like, I didn't destroy it, I just shot it a few times and then it ran off. Oh, I thought that was my last. I really don't care that I'm dying at this point. It's just... At this point, it's just an annoyance. Dying is an annoyance in this. I'm trying to remember what the game was. It played like this, where you'd get blown up and then your guy's head would like come towards the screen and then like go back down. Now I'm in the age of Rome. Okay, so... Alright, you know what? I'm done with all this stupid time looping. I'm gonna call this. This game is just boring as hell. And I can see why this flopped in the arcades. This is by the same publisher that made the Ikari Warriors. Oh, you can shoot them. But yeah, this same publisher that made that franchise, as well as the Guerrilla War game, which to me is a far superior game to Ikari Warriors. Ikari Warriors, that's how you pronounce it. Or Ikari, if you want to really be technical about it. But yeah, Guerrilla War was just a far superior game by the same publisher. It was like they took everything that they did right with the Ikari series and then streamlined it and made it more fun. Guerrilla War is just a far superior game. Yeah, I just find, and I remember the NES version of it too, just being a blast. A neighbor. It wasn't really a friend, but he was a neighbor that he had it for a little bit, and wow, all right. He had it, and we found like a 50 guy code, 50 lives code, and ended up beating it that day. I think it took us 2 tries though. So this is the one I go to. And then I don't go through any portals, I just keep pushing through, I believe, is what I'm supposed to do. So I get the concept, like, you're supposed to go through the first ones, and then maybe you go through the later time capsules. I mean, this is stupid right here. Oh, now I can't walk up the stairs. Okay, yeah. A thing I was able to do earlier, and now I no longer can. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. That makes all the sense in the world. And yet now I'm on top of the building again. Like, how elevation doesn't mean anything when you can do that. Watch this. Oh, I guess I can't do it from there. I was able to earlier. Oh. Okay, I used the invincibility frames, the iframes to do it. Wow. My goodness. This game is just stupid. Buddy. He's even got his shirt off like he thinks he's Rambo. Ooh, boy. Okay, that was fairly easy. Of course I had that power up. I still don't know what the point of that is. It doesn't make my shots any different. So, like... Okay. God, that is so irritating too. The game knows when they're out of range, and so they'll have those guys stop just out of range from advancing, so that they can shoot at you out of range too and make you walk into their bullets. Yeah, it's clever to a point. Like, I should be safe from their shots. I can't shoot through this. See that? Whoops. Yeah, I'm about to quit this game. This game blows. Wow. Just gonna force scroll it. Forget this game. I'm just, forget this level too. This level sucks. Force scroll it till I get to the boss. Yeah, whoever programmed this game really doesn't know anything about making a fun game. And that's why there wasn't a Time Soldiers 2. Yeah, this game bombed in the arcades. Like I said, I've only seen it once, and you know this game's dated '87, and I saw it in the early '90s. So obviously this game didn't do too good. I mean, especially if I'm seeing it years later at a grocery store. And that cabinet was what would it get replaced by? I think it was replaced by a Shinobi cabinet, I want to say. And Shinobi, now that was a fun arcade game. And Sega, if you're watching, please put the arcade version of the original on sale. That game was so good. I mean, I can always play it on my RetroPie, but, you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of guys like me out there that would totally pay money for a good copy of it that they could play on their PlayStations or their Switches or their Xbox, you know, just whatever they got, or on their PC. I mean, I can easily play all those RetroPie games on my PC, but this is literally a reskinned fight of the T-Rex. Like, this is doing exactly what the T-Rex was doing earlier. This is really unimaginative. Maybe this was like a game that was rushed out. That's why it's so messed up and broken. Like, it's got a good premise, and I like the idea behind it that you go through time, and it kind of borrows the Time Pilot theme, though. It's like they played. It's like somebody played the game Time Pilot and thought, hey, we could do something similar to that, just using the top-down run-and-gun model instead. And instead of it staying linear too, because this goes in multiple directions. I mean, you've seen it scroll side to side at times too. Although it doesn't do it very well or fluidly, it's very choppy how it looks. I moved in when I shouldn't have. Wow. mean, with this thing's movement patterns, I'm stuck at that. With the ranges of the weapons, the way they're at. Alright. I rescued one warrior. That was a boss monster? Oh, now I gotta go into the... Oh, now I'm in the future world. I think it's funny that this future world looks like a, I don't know, like a motherboard. I don't know, back in the 80s, I guess that's what they kind of expected the future to look like. It's more cyberpunk.
Hello there, I'm back.
Oh, hi. I'm working on a different setup, so I can't read who's saying what. But hey, it's nice to see ya. Let me pull up my phone and see if I can look at it that way. Yeah, I should be able to look using my phone. Oh, here it is. Let's turn this down. Oh yeah, hey, how you been? It's good to see ya.
Oh yeah, I am the guy from your last stream where you played a game that has monsters that look like Doom monsters.
Yes, the, what was it called? Rage of Honor? No, not Rage of Honor. That's a martial arts movie I watched not too long ago. It was Roar of Revenge. That's what it was. Yeah, they looked like, what did they look like? They looked like, the Madball looking monsters. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's good to see you again. Yeah, sorry I haven't been streaming lately. I recently moved, and so my setup is a lot different. I no longer have two TVs running for these streams. So, yeah, I have to have my phone out so I can see who's texting, or not texting, but who's commenting and messaging what. So, sorry if I'm a little slow with that right now. It's gonna be like that for a while too. Oh boy. I never did beat that game though that you mentioned. What was it, Roar of Revenge? But I did get to the final boss, and I have that streamed. Or, no, I don't. I was going to stream it, and then I racked up like 20 deaths and said, you know what? I don't want to play this right now. At least not live stream it. Jeez. There's just no give to this.
Oh,
wow,
and I collected some bottle caps in the street.
Oh. Well, hopefully you found some good ones. I'm supposed to go into this one. Yep. What? Ninjas? And a fire-breathing monk. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is just ridiculous. I like how that guy just ran off too, so I can't get any payback for him shooting a fireball at me.
One is from Coca-Cola and the others are from beer.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You'll find a lot of beer ones. People tend to just throw their litter, especially while drinking, just wherever they want. What are these things? Oh, they're Kappa. I didn't know Kappa shot fireballs. Okay. He just gave me the fan of knives. Oh wow. This guy actually doesn't shoot through the solid matter like everybody else does. I'm supposed to beat this level to rescue the guy I need. I know I hung up on something back there. I just didn't see what it was. Whoops.
Just went exploring this day. A hole that back in 2019 had water, but in 2020 the water disappeared.
Huh. Was it like a lake or something? Or a pond?
No, it was like something you name presa in Spanish. Something.
Is that where you're at? In a Spanish-speaking country?
Yes.
Got me. Oh, that's cool. Which one? I'm always curious as to where people are from that are watching these streams, because most of them aren't from America, where I'm currently
Mexico.
living now. Oh, you're in Mexico. Cool. Which part? Dude, not this area again. Now I can't walk on this? Or do I have to die to walk on it with the iframes?
Near my house there was this pressa that someone died in 1991 and we grabbed some nopals.
Near my house. Oh. Huh.
Nopals are like cactuses that you can eat.
Okay. Really? Oh my goodness. Ah! That's how I feel, buddy. Me too. Me too, player one. I don't know if this is the one I need to go into then. I need the Age of Wars. Time Warp, I think. Oh my goodness. Still have no idea what that full bar means. Okay, yeah, this is a fun game, guys. Fun game, SNK. Can't shoot back, but they can shoot at me. Yeah, really fun. I hope the developers that made this piece of garbage are watching this video too.
Something weird that happened is that I saw two small white things were running and my uncle says they're rabbits, but I am confused why the...
They might just be really fast. I mean, or it could have been something else small, like maybe a weasel or something. I think they run kind of fast too. Whatever that was.
Also, 3 hurricanes passed by near where we explored.
Oh, jeez. Well, I hope you didn't get hurt or anything during that. That's terrible. Scary sounding too. Yeah, I hope everybody's okay. This is literally the Jeep fight, but faster. And more missiles. Totally not innovating anything in this game.
They don't destroy things here in Mexico though, and they call it hurricanes.
Oh.
Now it's like Mexican Ohio.
Huh, okay. As long as they're not destroying anything, that's a good thing, right? Alright, so is this the right warp? Oh man, it had to be monks and ninjas again. Oh my goodness. Dude! Ah! Alright, cool. Don't know how I'm supposed to see where I'm not supposed to be if my character's invisible and then solidifies at the wrong moment.
I think it's gonna rain here or maybe a thunderstorm.
Today?
Yee.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's been raining. Where I'm at, I'm kind of in the Seattle area, or at least I live about. I live about. I'd say 45 minutes from Seattle to an hour, depending on traffic. Yeah, it's just been raining a lot lately. We had one day of nice weather, and then we get punished for it by a week of just gray skies and on and off rain. It's bad. I know that the weather's been crazy all over the place lately. Really? Ran right into that. Oh, another viewer. Hello. If you're just tuning in, I'm playing the SNK Arcade Stinker. It's not a classic and it's not a hit.
The volcano near my state called Popocatépetl has been erupting sometime. I hope the lava doesn't fly here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I hope so too. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to have to worry about.
Oh, and hi to the viewers here.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you keeping it friendly on this chat channel. Ah! Got me again. Dude! I was strafing that shot. Alright. These are the riflemen. Trying to make sense of what that's supposed to look like and be. Golly. This looks like silly string. Like somebody just sprayed a whole bunch of green silly string all over. Oh, no wave animation. the water. Why would Kappa be teaming up with the ninja and these monks, who clearly are disobeying physics here?
Brew, is that a Chinese with a red suit, emoji skull?
What's that? Is that a Chinese with a red suit? More like a monk. In Japan they had them too because Buddhism carried throughout Asia, and so that's more like the monk that has like the basket style. I don't know what you would call that. It's not a hat, but I don't know if you've seen it. It's almost like a woven bucket, and then there's kind of holes cut in the front so you can
Straw
see.
hat?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I don't know what the proper name for it is. Wow, right down the middle. That knife. Oh. Now we have a kabuki dancer's head. Again, still following the T-Rex pattern and recipe, I guess. Programming. Not gonna get close to that high score anytime soon with my death record like this. Oof. But yeah, essentially it's just a lot of the monks in Asia kind of have similar garb. So yeah, the guy in red was definitely wearing big robes. But yeah, it has the straw like bucket kind of hat. Oh boy, here we go. I'm about to go in real life. This keeps up, jeez. Like, how do you weave through that? I guess you're supposed to shoot through it.
What is the thing?
It's supposed to be like a kabuki dancer's head. I'm assuming that in Japanese lore, in some of the horror, that was a thing. Oh, finally. Yeah, I believe it would be called a maboroshi in Japanese, which means phantom or ghost spirit. Wow! I didn't realize I was up. Alright. I got ninja killed. Oof! And then the monk shot me. Alright, this is getting really bad. I'm gonna have to force scroll this over. Oh, getting hung up on the gravestone. Oh my goodness. Ah! I saw it coming and just walked right into it. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, man.
Why do you only post live vids?
I don't know how to record on my computer yet. In fact, I just got it set up, so I just live stream everything Oh, no more continues. Whoops. Well, dang. I didn't know I was timed on that. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so I just live stream everything. Even like pro tips are live streamed. So when I did that series for Monster Hunter, if somebody were to hop in while I was in the middle of talking, it would have probably made those videos last twice as long, because then I'd be answering questions at the same time. But I don't know. I kind of like live streaming as well. But at the same time, too, I don't get the convenience of editing out the boring stuff. Like right now, this isn't something anybody would want to watch. And this would be the kind of gameplay I'd edit out. Or like me just stopping to check my phone every so often. So yeah, I don't get that convenience. So there's ups and downsides to live streaming. Definitely though, it's made me better at talking while playing video games. Not by much though, because I still every so often just kind of like stop talking. But yeah, I mean the upsides though is it's made live streaming a little bit better, which it's gonna come in handy later on when I start live streaming other stuff like PC games. But yeah, I'm just doing this kind of for fun. Honestly, I've been strongly considering not doing this anymore, but I'll probably stop when it stops being fun, or if I just run out of games, I guess, to review, which I'm getting close to running out of games to review. But essentially, I'm tired of what Google's been doing with YouTube lately. I watched a video
emoji
that
globe
was like
showing America's emoji thumbs up.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Essentially, though, I watched a video the other day. I think it was like 12 minutes long, and I sat through literally 8 commercials in that span. And then another time, like right after that, I watched a video that was about 40 minutes long. And I think I only sat through 4 commercials. And really what it is wow, I almost got hit there. Really what it is it's Google just aggressively monetizing things. And I don't approve of that. In fact, they even commercialed a video by not a streamer, but by a guy who only had 93 subscribers, and I was like, that guy doesn't hit the criteria to be monetized. And what I found out was Google changed their policies, so if your video even gets a good amount of views, they're just going to put commercials in that video and not give the content creator any of that money, because they're not quote-unquote partnered. And I feel like that is very shady, as well as greedy on Google's part too. And on top of that, it can hurt the content, and I'm sure it does hurt the content creator, because not only is he not getting the, 45% of the revenue from the ad, but now he's going to have people that don't want to watch his videos because now they have ads in them, or that video will get less views than it would normally because of the ads. Because I know sometimes I just get sick of ads and just stop the video altogether, even though I want to find out what happens next. And that's a real bad thing, because I know I'm not the only person that gets frustrated. What did I hang up on? I was holding down the whole time. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm yelling at the game. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't like that. It can hurt the content creator by doing that. And I know I'm not the only one that just goes, man, screw this commercials. I'm just not going to watch the video anymore. And some of these videos that or these ads that they're posting in there, you can't skip through them. So if you want to find out what happens, you literally have to sit through 2 15-second videos. And I'm not okay with that. So I might move all this over to Twitch. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it, but that was a strong factor in me on my decision on whether or not I should continue to make YouTube videos. And I don't know. Viewers like you keep me coming back to doing it, but at the same time too, most of the times I don't get this kind of interaction when I'm posting a video, or they show up as I'm closing the video out. So that's always been a frustrating thing too. I'll be saying all right, have a good evening, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one, as I see like the numbers start popping up from 0 to like 3 or 4. So that's been another factor of why, I don't know,
I am living in natural disasters now. BC, it's raining, there is fog and strong wind.
Ooh, yeah. Whew. Well, I hope that clears up eventually. I mean, it can't be like that forever, right? Or hopefully not. It shouldn't be. What hit me? Oh, the green guy. I didn't see him. There, now I saw him. Great, let's go fight cavemen and dinosaurs, who seem to be a lot more stronger than these military-trained soldiers. I mean, it makes sense, right? I feel your pain with the natural disasters going on, though, because I had something like that happen when I was younger. I was living in this area right by a river, and it rained for 2 months heavy, and eventually that river spilled over into our backyard, and then it went into the house about 3 feet in, 3 feet deep. And a lot of other people in the neighborhood got flooded out like that too. We had 2 cars, I think, ended up going to the junkyard because they were underwater. So yeah, I feel your pain on that. It's not a fun thing to experience and be going through. Oh, looks like the other viewer bounced. Whoops.
I just scrapped my arm and I covered it in tape.
Oh, hopefully you cleaned that before you covered it. Clean the scrape, I mean, not the tape. I don't think the tape would stick too well if you tried to clean that. Oh no. Dude, could these dinos, like, give me a little bit
It
of
doesn't
space?
bleed now, so I think it's alright if I let it rest a bit.
Yeah, give it a little time to, you know, for the clotting. I think they make the range short on this weapon on purpose so that you will eat more quarters trying to hit your target. I think this is all intentional. In fact, I know it's all intentional.
I'll leave the stream so my arm rests a bit, so thanks for your content and bye.
Okay, well, hopefully I see you again, and yeah, take care of that arm, and yeah, hopefully I see you again, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, or evening, depending on where in the world you are. And with that said, I think I'm going to end the stream. I'm really not into this game, and in fact, I probably should have ended this stream probably an hour ago. But yeah, with that said, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you've played this game, leave a comment down below. Tell me what your experience with the game has been like. And if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Well, with that said, everyone, have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Danny, out.